Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. How is your day going, guys? As always, I appreciate you guys for joining back to watch the video. It's been almost 2 days since I posted on this channel, and of course it's because there hasn't been a lot coming out regarding our Nigerian Super Eagles and of course our players. But again, we had a few interesting things that happened over the midweek. Of course, this week is a celebration week for Salah, for our Muslim faithfuls. But of course, some games actually went down in the midweek, and we saw a number of our Nigerian players obviously turning up for their teams, and it was some great feeling, some great news for virtually all of our players, because they played in the Europa League, and all of them actually won their match. The likes of Ademola Lookman, even though he was an unused sub, Victor Boniface, of course, Nathan Taylor, both contributing really well to actually help their sides qualify, and of course not qualify, actually to help their side winning the first leg. And again, we had the likes of Onyedika also showing up for Club Brugge in the Europa League. But again, one of the most interesting things that actually happened yesterday was the fact that Victor Boniface got back to scoring ways after not having scored for a really long time. Remember, the last time he scored was actually last year. Before that injury that he had, it was in December, and he hasn't had any goal whatsoever this year because he's just recently come back from injury and he's not even started playing full matches. But yesterday, he helped Leverkusen to triumph over West Ham in their first leg of the Europa League competition, and he only needed 14 minutes of that match to leave his mark, with a very fantastic header to help Bayern Leverkusen end the match in a 2-1 victory. And of course, what capped that moment was how he celebrated in the Kudus fashion. Of course, obviously sending a signal to Kudus, because he was playing against Mohamed Kudus, Ghana-Nigeria rivalry, that kind of a thing. And Kudus would usually score a goal in the Premiership and then go and sit at the advertising board. Boniface scored his goal, went and did the same celebration. Boniface does the Kudus celebration after he scored his goal in the extra 9 minutes of the game. It was actually 90 plus 1 minute that he scored that goal, and then he hit the Kudus celebration, reigniting that Ghanaian-Nigerian rivalry, that we always enjoy. Of course, Kudus played the game. He played a very tangible amount of the minutes of the game. It's 86th minute of the match. He was actually subbed in the 86th minute. Then a couple minutes later, Boniface hit his goal, and then of course did his celebration. But I'm sure it's not over. They're definitely going to go and wait for them at the home of the Hammers, of course, West Ham. And that's when, I'm sure Kudus would want to get his revenge. And of course, on Boniface for making his celebration after scoring the goal. But aside from Victor Boniface's performance of the night, we also had our guy Nathan Taylor making an appearance on the night. He played just a very few minutes. Played around 23 minutes of the game, had one chance created and no goal, but he was key to helping this Bayern Leverkusen side, who were obviously already leading by the time he was introduced to the game. He helped them to really defend, and keep balance to the team, and also prevent West Ham from actually getting any goal in that game. Great one for them. They will hope to keep this level of performance when they go to the home of the Hammers. That should be next week. They'll hope to actually come away with something really, really massive, which is obviously qualifying to the semi-finals of the Europa League. It was definitely exciting to see Boniface get back to scoring ways, but of course what was obviously more exciting and even shocking yesterday was the fact that Liverpool actually fell at the hands of Atlanta at home by not one goal, not two goals, three whole goals, unreplied goals. Liverpool fell at the hands of Atlanta. And what makes this shocking is the fact that they did not need the services of our talented wing player Lookman to actually get this result at Anfield. It's so shocking. I didn't see this coming. I obviously knew that, okay, Atlanta's best chance of actually getting something at Liverpool. Our man Lookman is definitely going to be at the top of his game, and of course, future to help them create chances and possibly even score goals, because Lookman knows how to play Liverpool. We've seen that, during his time in the EPL with Everton. But again, what no one saw coming, what I didn't see coming, was the fact that Lookman was not going to play that game. He actually stayed in the bench. He was, kept in the bench from maybe based on tactical reasons from the coach Gasperini, to introduce him maybe later on when legs are tired and Liverpool are beginning to wear out. Then Lookman could come in and inflict his potent attacking ability and everything. But they did not really need Lookman to actually do this, because Camacha, showed up on the night and started scoring goals for fun. He actually scored the first goal in the first half, 38 minutes. Liverpool were already down, and by like 60 minutes, Camacha scored the goal, the second goal of the night, and obviously, it just kind of turned the direction of the match, because I'm sure if Liverpool had replied that goal, and by that half-hour mark, if Atlanta were still looking for creativity in the attacking areas, the coach Gasperini would have introduced Ademola Lookman, which maybe obviously was the initial plan from the start of the game. But he saw that during that period, 60 minutes, Camacho scored the second goal, and Liverpool were not looking like a team that was going to come back. He decided to, not even put Ademola Lookman at all. So Ademola Lookman missed out on that one. And of course, they ended up winning by 3-0 in the 83rd minute. Past Salic actually added the third goal for that game. And Liverpool played in a very bad way, very, very bad way. Of course, they'll be kicking themselves, I'm sure. Klopp, you always know him. He has a lot to say. He always has one or two reasons, one or two excuses whenever he loses, just like most of the coaches. But again, it's still not over. Huge goal margin, huge score line for Ademola Lookman. He's definitely going to be happy they get this victory at Anfield, but he would have wanted to actually play in it. It's normal thing for footballers. They want to be involved in it. Atlanta are going to have to, go back to their home and wait for Liverpool to come next week and try and get something out of it. It's going to be really hard for Liverpool, because, they find themselves having an uphill task, trying to overturn a 3 goals deficit. But again, aside from Ademola Lookman, we also have the likes of Onyedika. Onyedika actually continues his fine form from last week, and yesterday when they were playing Polk, which is the club side of Skipo, Trust Ekong, but he's out on injury. We talked about that, but yesterday Onyedika was really, really vital for Club Brugge as they won 1-0 over Polk. He actually played 90 minutes. He was the one that won the penalty. They actually had that game in their home ground, which means that next week they are going to Greece at the home of Polk to actually play the final the final game for that one. So let me end this segment with the update that Iwobi has now broken a Premier League record of being the only Nigerian player to have capped more minutes in the EPL than any other Nigerian player that had previously played in the Premiership, whether it's Mikel Obi or whether it's Yakubu, whether it's Yobo, whether it's every single one of them. He has now broken that record. The record was previously held by Mikel Obi. Right now, Iwobi has now broken the record as he has now played 16,291 minutes, which is a little bit above what Mikel Obi has played. Obi held the record previously, but Iwobi has now broken that record, which is not something that brings you accolade or trophy, but it's something that's something that's nice to actually know that you're the one that holds the record. It shows how consistently he has been in the EPL, from Arsenal to Everton to Fulham, all of that. and it shows that he's a regular player. He's been starting games, playing important roles for the different club side that he's played for. And congrats to Iwobi. Wish him all the best, in terms of other aspirations, other dreams that he has for his career. That's the big guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like and share the video, guys, and stay tuned for more updates regarding Nigerian Super Eagles, our players, whatever it is that concerns Super Eagles and NFF, CAF, not CAF, NFF. I'm definitely here to cover that. Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned, guys. God bless you.